afternoon or good evening to you all, depending on where you're at in the world, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I am grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. Okay. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and little notification bell so that you don't miss when I go live, which is usually on a daily basis. And I usually go live once a week to answer questions. So if you got a burning question on your heart, it needs answered, you don't want to miss that video. Um, you can always share the video after it finishes processing and uploading. For those of you, if anybody knows that, if anybody, anybody, thank you, Mercury retrograde, for stumbling over my words. If you know anybody who will resonate with the messages, you can always share the video with somebody who you think gets the message or will resonate with the message. All of that is greatly, greatly appreciated. Also, when you enter this live stream, make sure to double tap that thumbs up or hit the thumbs up, however your device lets you do it. That is greatly appreciated. And you can always leave a comment in the comment section after the live stream is done and let me know how this video resonated with you. So today is March 14th. Happy birthday to all you Pisces out there. I keep forgetting to say that. So my bad. I please forgive me. So what I psychically seen before I started the video is I heard 999, which today 314 adds up to a 5 plus 3 is an 8 with the energetic year of 1. It does add up to a 9. So I feel like it is so important, collective, especially with Mercury retrograde in Pisces, to use your discernment, because we got cockroaches that are coming out of the woodwork. Because why? Because they're working on demon time. All right. So I see 999 karmic cycles. We're all in that karmic cycle energy where we are completing lessons, lessons learned, lessons still being learned. I also seen the green-eyed monster, which is about envy and jealousy. That came through really clear. I also seen somebody with black sunglasses on, so somebody could be hiding behind the sunglasses because they know that eyes are the window to the soul. And if you look in their eyes, you're going to see their true intentions. For those of you who are empresses, empaths, psychics, intuitives. All right. So there could be somebody hiding their eyes behind sunglasses. So it's really important to use your discernment. All right. I also seen the color. It was a baby blue. Absolutely beautiful. I looked it up to see what it means. It means peace is something to be cultivated, guarded, and offered as a gift. Furthermore, baby blue carries an inherent duality, the boundless hope of a clear sky and a subtle melancholy of that same vastness. It is the color of wistful, wistful, longing, of a gentle sadness for things that have passed or have not yet come to be. So, baby blue represents innocence, youthfulness, and purity. So something could be getting purified today with the 9 energy through the karmic lesson or karmic cycle completion. Baby blue can remind us of simpler times, often associated with soft and subtle shade with the sky or water. So Pisces is the water energy. It can bring about a sense of serenity and clarity. All right. So light blue today is commonly used for newborn boys, representing the purest parts of our boyhood. So as I've been saying for a while, is that we as the collective are going through a rebirth, a transformation. And because I've seen the color blue, a lot of us are facing that shadow side that we hold within us, which very well possibly could be lying within our masculine energy, such as your solar plexus, where we are um, um, being reborn on a masculine level, which the masculine often talks about our ego, going through an ego death, where we're returning back to that infant. Um, the youthful side or the infancy of our willpower, our strength, our courage, all right? Our ego, like going through that ego death, right? so, so that's what it says. A gentle sadness for things that have passed, not have yet come to be. So, passing would be the the death part of it, the ego death, right? So a lot of us have completed them karmic cycles, and a lot of karmics are still learning through the process. So if you're dealing with hidden enemies that are karmic individuals, those individuals are going an ego death. And for those of you who are like myself that tell your testimony and are here to guide people, you already see this, you already know this. Because why? Because you've already went through it, you've already followed the steps. All right, let me get a drink real quick. I cancel or rebuke any throat chakra attacks. Right, there you go, that says it all. That's a coffee cup my daughter got me. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some wisdom. What is some wisdom that the collective needs to know today? Plus, it's Saturday, which is Saturn Day. Saturn is a direct and is in Aries. Aries represents the first house of I am aware. I am aware of something outside of yourself. Aware of people's attitudes. Aware of a lot of people who've had their black magic backfire are on demon time. And I feel like that's why I seen the person wearing them black sunglasses, because they're aware that you are a seer and that you have the ability to see into their soul. Okay. For those of you, and we are in Pisces season still. Pisces is rules the 12th house of subconscious, your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities. So illusions are breaking that was casted upon a collective. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let me finish shuffling up these cards real quick. I'm shuffling them on screen so that you guys can see that I am literally shuffling them. All right, what does the collective need to know? What wisdom do they need to know today, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, so this card is in reverse. The whole deck is in reverse, but for some reason, Spirit wanted me to pull this card. It is the energy of a 5, which adds up to today's date, which is the 14th. I feel like what they want you to know is that you're not alone. You are not alone, collective. I feel like that's the most important thing right off the bat, because this is in reverse. When it's in the upright position, you feel alone, you feel orphaned, you feel rejected, you feel alienated. So I feel like Spirit had me pull this card for a reason in this position, to let you know the wisdom you need to know today is that you are not alone. All right, so let's pull another card. Soulmates. Ooh, daddy, and it's the number 41, so 555. And today is 3/14. So 1441, there is a mirroring happening here with this soulmate card, because today is the 14th. You are not alone. You are mirroring this, or somebody is mirroring this to you that is a soulmate. Regeneration. Yeah, you are going through, we got 1010 here, which adds up to a 2, which talks about duality, balance, and that's what the baby blue card was talking about. So you're actually going through a purification, and look at the color baby blue on this plant. That's exactly the color that I seen. So my phoenix is rising up out of the ashes. What I see is going on here. What you need to know is you are mirroring this purification, this renewal, not only within your throat chakra because it's blue, but within your solar plexus chakra. You are mirroring to a particular soulmate the regeneration, this rising up out of the ashes, this purification that is happening, because there is a major purification happening, purity, right? And you are mirroring this person is mirroring back to you that you are not alone, because I feel like you have a soulmate that is going through the exact same thing that you are going through. We have the energy of 1010 here. I also see 144, 414, with 1144. I see 1144. Let's look up and see what 1144 means real quick. 1144. Angel number signifies a powerful, Mercury quit, to maintain positive thoughts as you are actively manifesting your reality and receiving divine support for personal growth. Divine support, you're not alone, right? For what? Personal growth, regeneration, going through the fires of purity. It emphasizes building a stable foundation through balance and trust, often appearing as a sign of imminent positive changes in relationships. Whoo! I got chills, babes. All right, trust often appearing as a sign of imminent positive changes in relationships, career, or twin flame journeys. For those of you who are on a twin flame journey, this relationship is going through a purification. It is going to regenerate, rebirth into reality. Guidance and enlightenment appears in various forms like dream, clocks, license plates. All right, it's a lucky sign if you're single and looking for a relationship. Somebody new is heading your way that is a soulmate. This is absolutely beautiful. I am so proud of you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and look a little bit deeper. From 111 to 999, and we're seeing that 999 today are thought of auspicious numbers. All right, so when thinking about 114, you can break it down to individual meanings of 1 and 4 in numerology. 11 is a repeating a lesson, a mastering a particular lesson. 1 between the both of you, right? One way to interpret 1144 is add up the digits until it reduces to a single digit. 8, 9, 10. 10, 10. In terms of numerology, it will reduce down to a number 1. New beginnings. Your hard work is paying off. So your hard work, completing karmic cycles and learning karmic lessons is paying off. All right. So I feel like that's a good enough message. I feel like that's just an overall message to the collective. Because we are in that energy of 14. For some reason, it doesn't want to click out. I don't want to lose that spot on my project. All right. So yeah, I'm not even going to read the book because I feel like that's the answer. Yeah, there's a relationship that is mending in a soulmate connection. So this is somebody that you may have already crossed paths with, and then you went into separation and you felt this energy of rejection, abandonment, alienated. Well, that's because you both go into a period of darkness to do a lot of healing, a lot of purification, right? And There is a lot of truth going to be coming out about this situation. See, there is a window of opportunity that is opening. Look, the owl is holding the hearts there. And look, that's a number 14. You cannot make this stuff up. 1441. So you are definitely mirroring something. All right. Somebody's mask. Look at the mask there. Somebody's mask is coming off. Right. See, this person is wearing a mask. She keeps looking back to the past. So somebody keeps looking back into your past. Their mask is coming off. The window of opportunity is opening up where you're going to be able to see clearly through them and see the wisdom of their intentions. That green-eyed monster. I've seen that clairvoyantly. All right. I haven't really been using, apologize for not using my clairvoyant abilities. I have been going through a lot of spiritual warfare and psychic attacks from a very karmic individual, and I had to shut it down because I wasn't sure what I was seeing or what she was projecting on me. But you know what? Let her project, because I'm just going to mirror it right back out to whoever it is. All right. So yeah, this is absolutely beautiful, collective. I am very proud of you. So you could be seeing 1010. You could be seeing 1144, 144, 1441. That's an energy of mirroring. We do have the 6 and the 5, which is an 11. So you could be seeing 111, 1111, 555. This is so great, and it lines up right what they showed me psychically. All right, so let's get some angel images to go with this. What angel is bringing the wisdom of orphaned in return? So there could be some truth coming out about a past situation from a particular soulmate, like Cancer arguing, so that could be significant. A past situation where they may have walked away without an explanation, and they feel like they're going to come in and explain why they did what they did. All right. It may have caused a severe tower moment in your life when they did this, but it was because you both had to go into a period of darkness to face a lot of shadows, and a lot of shadows within perhaps a masculine side that kept instilling that ego, that fear of rejection. Like, it triggered you. It caused that tower moment. And you guys may have known each other since you were children, right? Since you were children. So, orphaned. And yeah, what did I say? Spiritual understanding. You are seeing the signs. So Archangel Raphael is saying, listen, I'm bringing you spiritual truth, spiritual understandings. You are not alone, right? Just like the baby blue, finding that energy of peace. See the dove there? I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths, that you were never alone, right? You were never alone. You may have, this was a wound, right? A wound that we have to heal of feeling abandoned, feeling orphaned, feeling rejected, feeling alienated, right? This was a wound that you've been carrying with you, perhaps from a past life, and you crossed paths with this particular person to mirror back to you what needed to be purified, what needed to be healed, right? See the growth on that card? Look at the baby blue with the purple in the center. So that tells me that you guys aren't just soulmates. You are mirror soulmates. You are psychically connected. All right. And that is what Archangel Raphael is bringing to your attention. You are mirroring this rebirth, this regeneration of learned patterns, learned habits, breaking out of those cycles. This was a hard lesson to be learned. And that's why you had to go through all of the karmic cycles that you have been through to help bring you into this rebirth, right? Look at the fire on that card. So when you guys separated, there could have been this big volcanic eruption that happened within you that literally broke you. It broke you for a reason, all right? Soulmates card, yeah. We have Archangel Raphael coming through here. So take several deep breaths, exhale slowly, taking your energy into release old patterns. So Archangel Raphael is coming through here. What a beautiful message. Thank you, angels, for bringing these messages through to the collective. So this is what you're doing. 999, completing karmic cycles. Hard lessons have been learned. You are releasing these old patterns, and you're understanding why you've had to go what you've had to go through all of these karmic individuals. Now, before this soulmate comes in, for some of you, you may have to go through a karmic test to see if you literally learned your lesson. All right. So you could have had a lot of going through all the psychic attacks, all the spiritual warfare of playing on your childhood wounds, or playing on the wounds that you've been carrying for generations and generations and generations, right? The childhood wounds that you've been carrying through the generations into your own childhood. Some of you are generational curse breakers. The green-eyed monster lies in the heart space of envy, of jealousy. I will tell you about that right now, because I have it in my little notepad here. The heart space. Also, the third eye, the green-eyed monster, unable to see, angry, jealousy. That's where the green eye is coming through. The green-eyed monster lies in the third eye. If you look on this card, right there, see that purple? That's the third eye, right dead in the center. So the green, and that's what Archangel Raphael is helping you to do. Heal that heart, to find peace and understanding, because whoever I'm talking to, you were really, really wounded. You had a lot of wounds, a lot of anger, jealousy that you've carried with you. Those are the 7 deadly sins. Wrath is a 7 deadly sin, and so is envy. Envy is related to jealousy in your heart space that has kept you locked and from receiving love from the universe, from seeing clearly, because you're seeing through the green eye of envy, jealousy, anger. And what is happening is, now you're able to see the truth of why you've went through what you've went through, which has brought you to that baby blue energy of purification, of the ego death. All right. And then regeneration. Yeah, patience, Archangel Jophiel. So your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. I don't know how many of you know who Holly Hobby is, but that angel, every time I see this card, reminds me of Holly Hobby. See how she's watering this, and it's perfect. It's in a perfect circle. It's blooming. It's blossoming. Look at all the flowers on this card. There's like roses. I don't know what that is. It kind of reminds me of a lily, which represents peace. You have a cherub in the background, which could literally be a Cupid, right? But she is watering that plant with loving emotions here. Loki agrees, which is helping this seed of intention that you have planted with this individual to grow. See, Mother Earth is somebody that you can lean on. See, Loki's agreeing with me. That's my cat. He's screaming in the background. He's my familiar, right? So you see, Archangel Jeremiah is helping to lift you up out in this portal, right? This new moon portal from the solar eclipse that was in Aquarius to the new moon in Pisces that we got coming here in a couple of days. This portal with the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse, and now the new moon in Pisces is helping you to overcome any difficulty that you may have been having that has kept you blind due to an emotion that needed to be cleansed out. Okay, so you're being asked to be patient, right? Because things are about to take off you. Things are about to take off for you. See how she looks like she's about to take flight? Yeah, see how you're taking flight here? And you're gaining that understanding with that light code? All right. I'm not even going to bother reading from the book because I feel like that's the message. All right. So the crows were literally screaming this morning. They wasn't like in my doorway screaming, like telling me something supernatural was going to happen. I feel like it was just like they were telling me something, like speaking to me in some sort of way, but they wasn't really warning me. So we're going to go ahead and see what the crows are telling you, wanting to warn you about today, collective. This is a beautiful message. I see I have 4 viewers. Can I get extra thumbs up, viewer? And if you're a hater, thank you for watching. So I feel like Archangel Raphael is helping you to awaken your spiritual understanding, to help you see more clearly about maybe some sort of an illusion that you were looking through when it comes to just being an option, because that's what being a 7 of Cups. A lot of us, because of the pain, have been used as just an option, being an option in somebody's life, being a third party in somebody's life. You know, that Knight of Wands energy where they come in and get what they want, right? See, even Loki agrees. Coming in and getting what they want. They're putting you on a shelf, like that you're the option. You just sit there until I come back around. I'll be back. And then they come back around and do the exact same thing. It's like a repetitive pattern. And that's where that 999, this was a hard cycle. But a lot of you have learned it. And that's what Spirit is telling you. Pay attention to your dreams, because you could be seeing things in your dreams. Like I seen psychically somebody wearing sunglasses, all right? If you look here, there's definitely somebody watching down over you too. Look, he's holding a key. I didn't see that before. And then the other one has the heart. So this soulmate that is coming in holds the key to unlocking your heart, or you hold the key to unlocking their heart. But the key goes in that heart space. That is where that green-eyed monster comes in, which blocks you from giving and receiving love or communication. I love penguins. They're my favorite bird. Next to my second favorite bird. But yeah, you definitely have somebody who's watching over you. See? To me, it looks like a female. Alrighty. Oh, and Archangel Jophiel, it looks exactly like that female on that card. All right, so please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Let's see what the crows are warning the collective about today. 314. Oh, look, luck is on your side. It's going to be raining fishies, and you're going to catch that fish. To me, fish represent the Pisces energy. So they're telling you, it's not much of a warning, as it, like I said, when I heard the crow this morning, he wasn't warning me. He was like, excuse me, communicating to me, right? That luck is on your side. Jupiter is now director Cancer. Cancer rules the home. Home is where the heart is. Yep, there is definitely a commit coming your way. This person is somebody who, this card talks about, for better, for worse, committing to one another, committing to, you know, this card says that one crow broke his beak, and his partner is helping to feed him while he is sick. See, you got this crow catching that fish, taking that fish over to that partner and feeding them while they are going through this transformation, this purification. We got soulmates and commitment. You cannot make this stuff up. I'm telling you guys, union is in the air. But also, I see this as a warning, as, again, you're going to be tested. There's somebody coming your way that could be a karmic individual that is going to test you to see if you have learned your lessons when it comes to being used as an option. So you're being asked to breathe it out right? And be patient. Listen to your intuition and use your discernment. Regeneration and patience. Yeah. What did I say? Because you got somebody coming in to distract you. Yeah. You got somebody who is coming in to distract you. That's that lesson. Yeah. So something about the direction. Yeah, somebody being mischievous, wanting to yank. I'm telling you, wanting to yank your chain. Let me see what the direction card says here for a second. So it's like you're going to go through a test. Okay, this is a test. It's only a test, like the emergency broadcast system, 911 that came through yesterday. This is a test. This is only a test, right? Um, if it was an emergency, you would be given your next step. Well, this is not really an emergency. This is just like a test to see if you have learned your lesson. If you have learned your karmic lesson, and you see through these, if you see through this distraction that this person, once somebody wants to come in and say, hey, collective, I'm sorry that I rejected you in the past, right? I have learned my lesson. Now I want to be with you through thick and thin. You could have already seen this in your dreams, but this person is just coming in as a distraction. They want to come in and say, hey, you can lean on me. Let's do this better, worse. It's like they may even come in with a ring and want to pop the question, but this is karmic. I'm telling you, this is a test before the real deal comes in. Just direction is what I want to. Uh, They are not distracted by the sights and sounds of the city. The crow are focused on one direction. When you know where you're going, it's easier to stay on the path, right? So that's what they're coming in to do. Change your focus. When you know where you're going, it's easier to stay on a path. Direction brings clarity and creates a roadmap to success. And this person is just coming in a very mischievous way, wanting to yank your chain just to distract you. I knew it. I knew it. Because why? Because they have their own self interest at heart. And what is their own self interest? To prey on you, to keep you in survival mode, right? So they could be bringing in some sort of a gift. And they could be very much anticipating this. Maybe they feel or isolated or rejected, right? See, there's a table and chairs. Maybe they got some sort of an event that they're going to, and nobody's going to be there, right? So I'm telling you, that's why I see the 999. You got somebody who is a green-eyed monster that has wearing black sunglasses because they know you can see into their soul. And they are learning a very hard lesson here. And the divine is testing you to see if you've learned your lesson, because you're in the process. This is going to be like the final step to your rebirth, is what I feel. So don't allow this person to come in and distract you, because they're only coming in to distract you, to try to steal something that's very nourishing for you. All right. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards on this. You already know where you're going. You know where your road leads to success, right? Like I said yesterday with the Seven of Swords energy, somebody is being very sneaky behind the scenes. Like they're making a plan. They're conversing with another person and making some sort of a plan to come in and do this. So before you rush into any decision, take that step back so that you can see clearly to what this person's true intentions are. All right. There's some significant unfolding. Yeah, you got somebody coming in. Oh, let's mend this, right? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use you as an option. Yeah, but it's because you already know where you're headed. And I feel like they're coming towards you because you know where you're headed. And they just want to come in to distract you, to yank your chain, because that's what this talks about. Yanking your chain. Just to pull your tail, yank your chain. And you heard the cat on there. You heard my cat screaming in the background. They only have their own self-interest at heart. They want to come in and see what you are doing. But Spirit is telling you, the cards are saying, listen, luck is on your side. Jupiter expanding. Jupiter talks about expansion. It talks about luck. Talks about wisdom, higher wisdom. Yeah. So Jupiter is retrograde or direct now through Cancer. I think it'll be going in Gemini next month. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, now that Jupiter is direct in Cancer, luck is on your side. You know where you're headed. You know the stuff that you're being guided to take. All right. You know what? Look at the two people on this card. Look at the two crows. You got one crow that's talking, and you got one crow down here eating the food. See, this crow is feeding this other crow. Because why? Because he has a broken beak. That's what this card talks about. I commit to you through sickness and in health. I vow to death do us part. Here, let me take care of you. Let me feed you, right? It's just a distraction. While they come in and try to steal your seeds. Thank you, Spirit. Could be a fellow Pisces. An Aquarius. Could be a Virgo. All right, let's pull some tarot cards. Yep, Queen of Michael. So the Queen of Michael is the Queen of Swords. This is you focusing on your career, right? Focusing on your career rather than a relationship. And I feel like you just need to humor in their plan, because whoever I'm talking to, you're very insightful. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But this is also the queen, so it could be a feminine who is behind the scenes setting it up and laughing about it. You know, I'm gonna go, let's send you in as a distraction, so that you can see what kind of plans that the collective is making, so that you can eat up their seeds of intention they've been watering, right? This also could be somebody who comes into your dreams. The Queen of Michael is the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who is very cutting. But also with her in the upright position, this is somebody who's very insightful, very truth. Somebody who knows what they want to do, right? They know what direction they want to go in. And somebody who's more focused on their career. Which rather than relationships, right? And that could be what you're telling this person. Listen, I could see through it. I know what your intentions are. I know exactly what you're up to. I see the pattern here, and I'm not going to repeat the same pattern. I would rather focus on where I am headed, right? I'd rather focus on the direction towards success than focus on being somebody's option again. The Emperor. So the Emperor talks about, you sitting in your masculine energy. This represents that baby blue energy. You sitting in your masculine energy and taking charge of the situation. You building with that 4 energy, Jupiter being in Cancer rules 4th house. Taking control, right? Taking control. having a plan in order, and sitting on your throne and being firm about what you say, because the emperor energy not only is somebody who has control over their life, knows what they want, goes after it, has all four of the kings, the king of pentacles, somebody who's very stable, very wise, very grounded, knows what they want in life, knows how to go after it. Somebody who is very rich, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Also, the King of Wands, somebody who's very passionate about what they want. Somebody who is has learned a lot of lessons. Somebody who's very magnetic. Somebody who's very charming. The King of Swords, somebody who is also connected to their higher self. Somebody who is um, very blunt with their words. And then you got the King of Cups, somebody who is very intuitive, very nurturing, somebody who's very balanced, being able to communicate and express love in a very positive way, as well as receive it, right? So this also could represent a father figure as well. So I feel like this is you, collective. I think you're saying, listen, right? I can see through your crap. I'm going to take charge of my life because I would rather focus on making my money, building my stability, building my career, rather than focusing on being an option and being used by you. All right. Let's pull another card here. Oh, look at this, the High Priestess. Look at that, right? So you're definitely able to see through somebody. Insight. You were able to see through somebody. Archangel Haniel. And you were able to find peace. And that's what that baby blue talks about. Able to find peace. We have the 42, which adds up to a 6, which talks about being balanced between your masculine, the baby blue, and your feminine energy. This talks about Pisces energy, somebody who's very psychic, somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who provides valuable information, very bluntful information, somebody who's very psychic, somebody who can see beyond the immediate appearance. And I feel like that's why this person is wearing glasses, because they know this. They know that you can see through them. And they're coming in to test your patience. I feel like you're able to see them as a hidden enemy. And the reason why I say that is because they've been laughing at your pain the whole time. They think it's funny. They think it's funny to try to alienate you, to play on that childhood wound that you've been carrying. And now this person wants to come back and amend the relationship. No, thank you. You can just keep on going, right? The Star card. So the Star card is the energy of Aquarius, but this also talks about paying attention to your dreams. This talks about believing in your psychic gifts, right? Believing in your psychic gifts. You have a higher self message coming through here. So this male person could be an Aquarius, strong Aquarius. But I feel like you're being divinely guided here. You're being divinely guided. Your steps are being given to you. You already know that the direction that you are on is right. And they already know that as well. All right. So you could have somebody who is a psychic. I did see an eye, a blue eye, or a green eye. Right. This could be that green-eyed individual. But you already know where you're headed here. 111. You already know this. Um, you know you're being divinely guided. You understand. You see it through the crap. You have this understanding. You're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. You know that this is the end of a karmic cycle because you're seeing the green-eyed monster very, very clearly. And you're seeing the plan that they are um, making behind the scenes. Look, there's the King of Gabriel coming through, the King of Wands. So, and this is you, keeping your eyes on the bigger picture. You've experienced everything that you need to experience in this karmic cycle. And that's why you're in this energy of regeneration, purifying, right? Purifying your wounds, purification here. And you know that this person is just coming in just to create drama, right? Just to create drama. Yank your chain. For what? Their own self-interest. And their interest is to prey on you and to keep you in survival mode, right? Keep you from seeing their true intentions, keep you from using your psychic abilities. But you have the King of Gabriel in the upright position, which does talk about that twin flame energy. So, because whoever I'm talking to, you have learned your lessons and you have risen out of these ashes and you understand why you had to go through what you had to go through, you are literally magnetically drawing your other half to you. Magnetically drawing somebody toward you. This is somebody who has balanced their masculine and feminine energies. With the Queen of Michael in the upright, King of Gabriel in the upright, which talks about balancing that masculine and feminine energy and not allowing people's BS to distract you. Being patient, being at peace with the green-eyed monster. The Four of Gabriel, there's that fourth house coming through. So the fourth house talks abundant rewards, right? This is your reward. This DM is your reward for what? Putting in the work. Releasing these old patterns, realizing what the pattern was, seeing through the pattern and saying, okay, this is my pattern. This is why I've been an option all of my life, is because I had this wound that I've been carrying within me that I was actually afraid to face. And here you are facing it. And now your reward is your divine counterpart, soulmate. And somebody sees this. Somebody psychically sees this. So because you put in the work and you pay attention to the details and you released yourself from this burden of being orphaned, feeling rejected, feeling alienated, feeling isolated. That was the burden that you've been carrying. And I feel it's through generations, perhaps your father's side of a generation. Could be mother as well. But with the fire in the air coming through, there's a lot of manipulation, right? It's not allowing this person to manipulate you no more. 4-4. Becoming emotionally stable, becoming mentally stable. I feel like whoever this person is that was preying on you, they were just taking advantage of her kindness. They were acting as though they had genuine concern for you, but the only thing that they were doing was stealing your ideas, stealing your energy, like an energy vampire coming through here. And this has been a pattern that you've been carrying through lifetimes, through generations of people pleasing, right? Please don't use me as an option. Here's my cup of love. And then people would drink that cup of love and throw the cup at you and break it off your head. So this person is coming in as your reward. See how this couple is dancing? Right? So pay attention. I don't know why I just got a song come through. Um, some of you, this may resonate, but Hotel California, because that's as soon as I picked up that song or picked up that card, that's what I heard. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Ace of Gabrielle. This talks about somebody who may have been looking into your energy, right? What did I say about the dog food? It's trying to steal your ideas. But here you are, right? Focusing on taking that idea and planting that seed. This also talks about the source of inspiration that is coming through your higher self. That you don't need anybody else to make you happy. You don't need anybody else to make you happy. Let me repeat that. You don't need somebody's poisonous cup to make you happy. You have the ability to make your own self happy. So this is a gift from the universe, a reward from the universe. Some is under karma and feels as though you owe them something, right? And then we have the Queen of Raphael with the Chariot, right? Somebody been blocked in their tracks successfully. Yep. And here you are breaking out of that mental cage that this person was trying to keep you in. And now this person is receiving their karma. Look, we have the king and the queen coming through here. So definitely a couple, right? A couple. People could have been astral traveling, right? Or traveling in general. So, yeah, I feel like this person was trying to keep a person trapped in their head, the masculine. And you could, this even could be talking about your spirit team, your parents, your grandparents, somebody who truly loves you, has put their foot down, right? Saying, listen, collective, you did a wonderful job. You freed yourself mentally from this cage, right? You followed your creative passion, and now you're gonna successfully do something wonderful. Yeah, this is a psychic with the High Priestess. Somebody who was psychically perhaps crossing boundaries here. Somebody was out of control. Somebody was definitely out of control. And now they are under karma. Mm-hmm. They wanted you to pay their karmic debt. Mm-hmm. And that's why they have been like that. That's why they've been preying on you, trying to distract you, distract your focus. The green-eyed monster, remember that. That represents the third eye. That's a seven deadly sin. Somebody was very envious of you, and they wanted you to pay their karmic debt. Somebody who was coming in as, oh, here, let me help you, right? This is somebody who wants to come in and mend a relationship. But remember, they have their own self-interest at heart. This is somebody who was coming in, nibbling on your energy, poking their eyes in to see what you were doing, see what you were building, where you were putting your focus. And they were literally preying on you because they did not want you to see your way out of a situation, right? When it comes to a direction, they did not want to do it. And now this person is under karma for what they did, because it was all, they only did it for their own self-interest. They wanted to steal your ideas, right? That's it. And now they're coming in to say, oh, I'm sorry, right? I was just yanking your chain. Yeah, this person's just wanting to yank your chain because they know, as a green-eyed woman, they're very envious that the fact that you are being divinely guided, that your hopes, your wishes, and your desires are coming true. Your wishes being granted. And they're mad about that. I'm seeing 88, 666, 1144, 144. Right? This person was just being kind to your face and secretly wanting to take your place. An Aquarius, a Pisces, an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, Libra. Yep. That's what they wanted. They were trying to steal your idea just to benefit themselves. Somebody could be coming in and speaking the truth too. You could have a male individual or somebody who's a karmic soulmate coming in and ratting this person out, right? Ratting this person out. See that mouse? Ratting this person out for preying on you. Why? Because they know they're under karma. They're under judgment. And they're like, well, this is the only way I can pay the debt. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. This person has their own karmic debt to pay, right? Remember, I got hard lessons, still learning and still learning. 999, karmic cycles. They're under judgment and they have to pay sort of a karmic debt. And the only way to pay that karmic debt is to come in and be honest. All right, so let's go ahead and pull, finalize this reading. Let's pull the angel and ancestor cards. Please forgive me. That's what I'm getting. Please forgive me. This person was very materialistic. Somebody was very entitled. Very ungrateful. They did not act out of kindness. They only acted for their own self-interest. Strong Sagittarius energy, strong Aries, strong Pisces, strong Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra coming through here. They just want your reward for the work that you put in. Because why? Because they did not want to work for it. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. What final messages do you want to give the collective? Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Yeah, they were doing magic on you. Yep. Summer. Bask in the joy. Bask in joy and light. So something about maybe summertime coming through here. And animal guardian. So you have an animal guardian coming through. Like there's a cat on this card. And Loki was just going to freaking town meowing while I was trying to communicate to you. We all see the owl The owl was on this card. The truth be told. So somebody's mask is coming off and they have to tell the truth. They only have a window of opportunity to do so. Yeah, Father Guy, trust in the unknown, drum and journey, and earth guardian. Stargazer is a star seed. Fire guardian. So we have fire, earth, and air. The only out in water with the priestess. So yeah, we are going to just cover a little bit of these cards because I feel like there is some messages that maybe some of you need to know. I feel like this high priestess was doing magic on you. That's that green-eyed monster out of envious, out of jealousy, evil eye, because I did see the eye. And look on this card. See the green jewel on the evil eye, the green-eyed monster, earth sign. So it could have been a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I'm telling you. See the this back here, this dream catcher. They could be coming into your dreams, dream walking into your dreams. Oh, all right. Magic guardian. They could have, oh, on a personal level, I know what this means. Somebody using their magic, sending their guard dog my way, and I kind of like defeated it. I'll just say it that way. You know who you are. If you more than likely have been stalking this channel. So, stop looking outside of yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within, High Priestess. The power of your will. So, yeah, with the of Michael, you have strong willpower. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognize that you are looking for is already within you. And that's what I feel like you are doing. You're understanding that what you have been looking for has always been within you. Exactly. That intuition, that inner guidance, that discernment. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and your will and desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you are being guided to recognize. Yeah. That's what I feel like you are doing. You are recognizing this magic of the green-eyed monster that was set your way out of envious, out of jealousy, out of perhaps even the evil eye that was sent to you maybe last summer or the summer before last, or I am seeing the energy of 24 coming through here, so maybe 2 years ago. Right? That's this green-eyed monster from perhaps an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Rise up, open your wings, and shine. Bring your projects and plans into light, into manifestation. And that's what you're doing here, because this card was on my fingertips. You have this inspiration, this idea that you have been hanging on to, that is on your fingertips. And you're being asked to work on, like you planted that seed, now work on it, all right? This is a perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness, right? Let me repeat that. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward in your direction. because somebody wants to distract you. Somebody who is a karmic soulmate, I'm telling you, before the real deal comes to you. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not rush forward, right? Be patient, because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There's a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you. It is inspiration directly from the divine. And that's what I've been using my psychic insight before I do the readings. And I'm bringing this insight to you as well. And if you're resonating with it, then these are your messages too, not just mine. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives in the future position of a thread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that this coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your question intention. So Jupiter, Cancer, something about Cancer season. So maybe June or July could be significant for you. I did get the Queen of RAPHAEL, which is Cancer energy. And then underneath that, we have the Chariot. Definitely strong Cancer energy. So when June hits the summer equinox, it is very, very important. All right. That could be when you're going to be able to reap the harvest of your rewards, putting in the work in. All right, collective. We have the animal guardian. As I said, my cat was going nutso for a minute. He finally calmed down. I don't even know where he's at. But that is significant too, because he's my familiar. He's very psychic as well. He's helped me out a lot since I've had him. And I just told him, I was like, dude, we've been together for 5.5 years, you know? All right, so animal guardian. Trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. Animal guardian card depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them, and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected to nature is with the spiritual realms. And the thing is this high priestess was literally abusing her power, attacking my cat. She was attacking my cat. Loki, the one that was running through the house screaming, she was attacking him with magic. It was unbelievable what that poor cat went through. Let me tell you. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and calm. So remain calm. The best way to do is laugh at them. That's the best thing to do. Because you know what you're going to do? If you laugh at them, it's going to PO them off. And it's going to upset them, because that's the reaction that you're going to give them. You're going to laugh in their face for wanting to secretly take your place. So they were laughing at you, and he who laughs first laughs last, right? So keep on laughing at these fools, because that's all they are. Animals don't second guess how they feel. They just express it. You can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. And that is funny, because I also had a cat that was sacrificed in a black magic ritual, and he shows up too a lot. Um, he'll show up in my backyard as a purple aura. Um, so yeah, I feel like that is important for you guys to know as well. So if you've also experienced an animal coming up missing, specifically a cat, I feel like he's coming through this reading and telling you that I'm still here with you. Um, and I've been seeing this situation. The people who sacrificed me are now under judgment. This talks about trusting in the unknown. We have an eagle on that card. The eagle represents seeing something from a higher perspective. When eagles fly high, they're able to see their prey, regardless if they're 50 million miles up in the sky. They're able to see, like, close in on their prey on the ground, right? The prey, right? Preying on you. Somebody was abusing their psychic gifts. Alrighty, Father Sky. Hopefully I can find him real quick in here. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that he is lovingly leading you forward. So remember I said about a father figure with the Emperor card. So you have a father who is, you got to, like, watching over you as a spirit guide, who is helping to take care of you from the other side. You are a co-creator of your life. Your every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every little single detail of what is going to unfold before you. Yeah, you're walking on a path, but some things are unseen, but you got a lucky streak happening. And I feel like when July hits, you're going to be reaping the rewards of your abundance for all the hard work that you put in, all the trials and trials that have been casted upon you. And I feel like you really have been doing the work, is what I see here. When this card appears, you're being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there's a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. The Father Sky is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the Father connection in your life, right? And that is this King of Wands spirit. This king, this father figure, is coming through as a spirit guide, telling you to keep your eyes on the bigger picture. There he is. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture and trust in the unknown. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is here on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, either from past or present. So for some of you, and this is a little scary for me because I was adopted and my father abandoned me. Like, I went to his house and he still rented me, which broke my heart, but it also broke my adopted father's heart as well. Because he's seen the rejection in my eyes. I knew who he was. He's like, I'm not your father. And now, all of a sudden, through this rain, he wants to come back and heal something. Guess what? I'm not going to answer that door. You had your chance. You had that chance. So, pay attention to your dreams. Again, you could have already seen his psychic. You could have already gained the insight. He could be coming back around if he's still alive this summer. Because guess what? He's going to know your birth date, right? And this could be a father on the other side who is warning you, letting you know that this is about to happen. And this person is under karma, and they have to give you something back. Something needs to come back around. This person has to pay a karmic debt for something that they did to you with another person. And it could have something to do with magic. I keep saying that. I think that my biological mother casted a black magic spell on me and offered me up, right? Offered me up. I say that all the time, and I don't say it because I'm looking for pity. I'm saying it because I feel a lot of you out there in the collective have experiences. 11:44 just popped up on my iPad. I kid you not. 11:44. Talk about a sign and synchronicity there, collective. All right, so the drum. We'll leave. I gotta mark the Earth Guardian here. The green-eyed monster. Journey inwards to uncover insights and information that will be for your path, then follow the guidance. You are very connected to the other worlds at this time, the wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic around you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared webs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams, inner vision, is not imagination, but guidance. Particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true, know it and live it. Be patient, your dreams are manifesting. 11:44, I'm telling you. Take the time to connect deeply to the energy of Earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. It's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you're rushing ahead to making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe. Archangel Raphael coming through here. Breathe, relax, and connect with the center. Then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into the weeds you have dealt with. See how she's watering it? All right, guys. And you're being asked to set your sights very, very high when it comes to the direction you want to go in. Because why? Be fearless. You are that warrior. I say that all the time about the Nine of Wands energy, how things have healed, but the scars still remain. And you have somebody who was abusing their power, playing on them scars. But you did the work, you've healed the wounds, and now you're going through a rebirth where you're rising up out of them ashes, my phoenix, like a bird in the sky here. And you have a father figure, whether it be a dad, a grandfather, a great-grandfather, who is watching over you from most high, warning you that something is coming your way. You've already seen it in your dreams, and this person is the green-eyed monster. So they could be working on demon time here. So please, my collective, my most high, my beautiful souls out there who have loved me through my wounds and have been following me for the last 7-8 years, trust when I tell you, we have people working on demon time. Because why? Because we are in that age as a worldly and a collectively human individual. We got people who are, their inner demons are revealing themselves. And those of you who are on twin flame journeys have went through experiences awaken you so you're able to see the cockroach that resides within these human individuals. So why? You can see through their agendas. Okay? So you have these cockroaches who are under karmic judgment. I don't know, right here. Under karmic judgment. Because they want you to pay their karmic debt. Somebody who's very materialistic, that green-eyed monster. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the love and support. I am very, very grateful for each and every one of you guys. Remember, you have somebody coming in who wants to mend a relationship with you. Somebody who you've known since childhood, whether it be a father or a soulmate. All right. You have your father figure watching over you, warning you, see his beak is open, right? Who is in stars, right? Look, the stargazer. Also, for some of you, you may have a childhood wish or dream that is about to manifest. And you're not going to believe it because this is something coming out of the woodwork. This is like that wish coming true with sugar on top. Okay? Because honey is natural sugar. Thank you for watching.